Track coach Alistair Stevenson's been in hundreds of marathons. Before and during this race, there's bomb drills for the first time. Scores of private security contractors wired to command centres. Yet it's the first time there's been an explosion. The witness was shocked at FBI denying a bomb threat or even that a drill took place when it was regularly being announced on the loudspeakers. Before the blast, authorities warned of a controlled explosion near the finish line. Standing by the finish line but leaving just before the explosion, professional killers Kraft International wired up to FBI command. On their caps, front and back, Kraft's logo and slogan, "Violence does solve problems." After the explosion, the Kraft backpack is missing. It looks identical to the exploded one, down to the white square on top. The suspects' ones aren't even the same colours. Politicians and media are already using the incident to call for more interference from Chechnya.
Certainly, this is not, I think, in the interest of the American people. Is it in the interest of the political class that as we say, benefits from these types of attacks and gets them to extend their powers and authorities over their own citizens and the excuse to go into the Caucasus region? Absolutely. It's almost impossible to find a military engagement that America has been involved in since that time that it hasn't in some way provocateured or
finds the FBI practically behind every so-called terrorist plot in the United States. Agents find someone poor enough to bribe and set the plot up for them from start to finish. In one case, the judge said,
"What occurred here is that a government created acts of terrorism out of a man's bravado and then made those fantasies come true.
All terrorists are Muslims, except the 94% who aren't. Most terrorism in the States is actually white extremists and, above all, freedom fighters in Puerto Rico, colonized after the USSS Maine false flag. The reason you never hear about them is media's been told not to report it or the other bigger causes of death. The National Safety Council points out even bee stings or slipping in the bathtub are more deadly. Yet $5 trillion is being spent in the so-called war on terror against Muslims, killing thousands of soldiers.